Emma Fairclough here, coming to you live from the south coast of England. It's raining and it's beautiful. So today's session is about how do we deal with other people's shit. And this is such a massive topic. I've got 10 tips for you. It will kind of like scrape the surface. If you need any extra information, do come to me. But this is something that I used to deal with, oh my goodness, so regularly. As an ex people pleaser, I was constantly surrounded by other people's problems, and really, a lot of my life it was because I wanted it. So that's going to be our first point. It's the elephant in the room. A lot of the time, the reason people are putting their, dumping their problems on us, their drama, their issues, and that kind of thing, is because we've taught them that that's what we are here for, right? So, people pleasers, I'm talking to you, my beautiful souls who just want to heal the world, make it a better place. You cannot do that. It is up to them to do that. And what often happens is when we are a people pleaser, yes, of course, we're getting everybody's problems all the time. And then when we get to that point when we go, oh, actually, do you know what? I need to start putting myself first a little bit. That's when we then really notice how many people are kind of putting their problems onto us. And that's when it feels really heavy, because we're suddenly bringing our conscious attention to it. And whenever we bring our attention to anything, it makes it bigger. It makes it certainly appear bigger to a certain degree as well. So the people pleasing is recognizing that actually a lot of the time, the reason people come to me is because I actually have opened the door. We teach people how to treat us, yeah? We teach people how to treat us. So we need to change the way that we're teaching them how to treat us. So number 2, set boundaries. Massive for women and massive for people pleasers. We want to heal the world, right? We say yes to everything. Goodness me, call me. If you've got any problems, give me a ring. I'm here. If you want to talk about it, I'm here. And then we just can't handle our own lives. So setting boundaries is potentially a whole other video. But yeah, setting boundaries, being knowing when to say no to people, to situations, to commitments, and saying it with kindness, like so much kindness. There is a lot of kind of angst and anger, and we want to be gentle with ourselves and gentle with everybody else. We have challenges, we have problems, and they hurt. And what we don't want is to do with them, for God's sake, I am sick of hearing about XYZ. Can't you just do something about it? Or I don't want it, I can't solve your problem. You want to be saying, look, I understand where you're at the moment, but I just can't help you. And you want to be firm, and you want to be kind, and you want to be gentle. When you're setting your boundaries, understand what's important to you. Understand those situations and those people and those topics that cause you that kind of in your belly, in your gut. Tune into your gut and go, just, you know what, when I'm in that situation, that's not good for me. So say no. If you get an invite into that situation, say no and be firm with it. Be gentle, but be firm. And another thing, for all those parents out there, you know exactly what we're talking about. Don't go back on it. Yeah. So when you are offering your no and you're setting your boundaries, you have to stick to those boundaries. You can't go, oh, do you know what? Actually, yeah, all right then. All right, I'll come along. Okay, you can tell me. Okay, I'll help you out. You have to be strong and you have to stick to those boundaries. Number 3, my friends, is look in the mirror. And I mean this again with the most love and kindness and compassion to you. Quite often when those things that irritate us, agitate us, get our goat, is that a saying, get our goat? Quite often is because it's potentially something that we are either lacking or struggling with in our own life. For example, if you're really frustrated that they're not telling the truth and they should tell the truth and rah 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 rah, then it might be a time for you to perhaps turn the mirror on yourself and go, do you know what? Okay, actually, let me just when am I not, when am I not telling the truth? When am I actually kind of telling a white lie? When am I not being my true, authentic self? And just turning the mirror back on yourself and just recognizing those triggers in other people. Actually, what is it about myself that is potentially worth looking at here? So, fourth one, lead by example. So, if people have got problems and they're not dealing with them, well, then again, it's kind of leading on from, looking in the mirror, reflection time. Start actually going, do you know what? I really get that you've got that. I'm going through my own challenges in that area at the moment. And to be honest with you, I'm going to kind of not talk about it because I'm going through the process of getting help and this, that, and the other. Da, 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 da. And if you want any help and you want me to point you in the direction of the help that I'm getting, then let me know. So lead by example. You remember, you teach people how to treat you, and you want to lead by example. The next thing is being kind to yourself. When we are a people pleaser and or an ex people pleaser or a recovering people pleaser, we have our own stuff, yeah, and we are often keeping ourselves very 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 busy on sorting out other people's problems and exhausting ourselves with their problems and their stuff and their drama, and I've got to make sure Jimmy sorts his shit out, whereas actually we need to look in the mirror, but we also need to look after ourselves as well. The guilt that we say, oh, well, I should be there for Jimmy, I should be there for Claire, I should be, visiting my elderly grandmother or mother more often, is actually, no, what you should be doing is you should be taking care of yourself. So putting yourself back to the top of priority. And also in that, the Brucey bonus is you fill your cup up and you overflow with everything, then you have more energy and potentially more patience. So it could be that some of these people around you that are dumping their shit on you, maybe it's not that much of a big deal. And maybe actually you're making it a big deal because you're so stressed and you've got so much going on. Whereas actually, if you looked after yourself and you put yourself first, then maybe, 20-minute conversation is actually all they needed. Maybe they just needed somebody to listen to them. Or maybe they just needed to get it off their chest, right? Helps out. Okay. Number six. Number six. Okay. Sometimes they want to press your buttons. Sometimes they want to get a reaction out of you. The one thing you do not give them, if that is their motivation and you know that that's their motivation, just don't react. Just don't react. So oftentimes, if we are, and now I'm talking about kind of more a little bit, not bullying so much, but certainly a little bit more kind of aggressive shit from people, is you want to be not reacting, just being really passive about it, and really kind, again, in a state of compassion towards them. Oftentimes, if they're wanting to get a reaction out of you, maybe they're not feeling heard, so maybe you want to do is you want to actually just sit down and listen to them, but don't react. Okay, the big thing that a lot of people make the mistake of is reacting. So you want to suppress it and you want to kind of pour water on the fire as opposed to pouring fire on the fire. No gossiping. No gossiping. Oh, we are not gossiping. Number 7, talk. Talk to them. Yeah. So have conversations with them, and again, put yourself back into the driver's seat. So we're not kind of pointing the finger, going, "You make me feel like this. Go, go, go." You want to do, I feel. And this is my feeling. And I'm going to take responsibility for this. I feel sad when you talk about this because it upsets me and it reminds me of XYZ. So, what I need from you in the future is just a little bit of understanding that when you're talking about XYZ, that it's going to hurt me a little bit. Or maybe if you could talk about XYZ with somebody else, just because it's a bit of a sore subject for me. Or whatever, right? I feel fill in the blank. When? Fill in the blank. Because fill in the blank. What I need is fill in the blank. And again, do it with compassion, do it with kindness, and do it with love. No, ugh, but more, this is how I'm feeling. I'm taking responsibility for my feelings, and this is what I want from you in the future. Got it? Okay. Number 8. Number 8. Create space. Sometimes we just need to walk away. Sometimes we just need to get away from that person, away from their energy, and maybe it is that we literally just need to walk out of the room when they start talking about XYZ or what have you, whatever it is. It may be that we actually need to not see them for a while, depending on who it is and how close the relationship is. Maybe we just need to create some space. And again, create some space, self-care, and do something for us for a change, yeah? So creating physical space is really, really powerful and really important as well. 9. Number 9. Ooh, tricky one. Don't steal their lesson. So maybe you have grown-up children and they're still coming to you with their problems, yeah? They have challenges that they need to overcome in their life so they can get the lesson. Your friends are the same, even your parents are the same. If you've got elderly parents, your colleagues are the same, everybody is the same. We have challenges to learn from. We have problems to learn from. When you've got someone coming in and saying, oh, I can solve that, I can sort that out, I can pick that up, I can change that over, you're taking away their opportunity to learn and grow from that situation. So don't steal the lesson, my darling. Don't steal the lesson. Okay? And finally, 10. If they are being derogatory to you, ask yourself 3 questions. Is this actually true? Is this actually true? Is there any truth in what they're saying? Don't suddenly they say you're selfish. Don't say, oh my goodness, I'm selfish. Okay, well, let me just backtrack a minute. Is there some truth in that? Number 2, or is it more about them? Is it that they're feeling selfish and that they are doing some things potentially? Okay, maybe. And then the third thing you do in that little section is you go, okay, so how do I get my power back in this? If they're telling me that I'm selfish, and I actually really do feel that it's potentially a little bit of them, but yeah, maybe there are some areas where I put myself first and I am maybe a little bit selfish in those, not in those self-care areas, by the way, not in those, because that is important, but in some other areas you just go, okay, yeah, and you have the adult conversation and you go back and you just say, do you know what, I've actually had to think about what you were saying, and there is some truth in that. You take responsibility, they take responsibility, we share the load, we grow together. They are my 10 tips for dealing with other people's shit. It's kind of top level, people. It's really, really top level. If you have any questions at all, if you need any further help with this, please DM me, PM me, DM me, DD, all that kind of stuff. Just message me, email me, text me. You've got it all. And I will be here on the other end of the line to help you. Mwah! Thank you for listening. Thank you for choosing this as a topic. I love you very, very much. I really hope it's helped. Okay. Bye.